Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in strong support of the Homeland Security bill under consideration. As the chairman of the Homeland Security Subcommittee, I'd like to thank the full committee chair, Mr. Cole, my colleague from Oklahoma, for his leadership in helping to return us to regular order and producing a series of bills that will fully fund the government by the January 30th deadline. But I'd also like to thank my colleague from Connecticut, the ranking member, Rosa DeLauro, who was part of this combination. You've seen him work before in years past both as the chairman of the full committee and as folks on other subcommittees that have worked well. It's been a help to all of us, and I want to thank you all publicly for your professionalism and your respect for each other and our process. I would also like to thank my good friend, subcommittee ranking member, Mr. Cuellar, a real pro and somebody who we don't agree all the time, but it's like it's never been a disagreeable experience. And there are days around this outfit when, quite frankly, that isn't the case. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. You've been a great partner. And finally, I'd like to take the time to thank the committee staff on both sides of the aisle who worked tirelessly over the past month to negotiate the product before us. From the majority side, Paul Anstein, Anna Lanier Fisher, Fern Gibbons, Alessandra Ramirez, Ashley Trulick, and Nkosi Thomas, and from the minority, Shannon McCulley, Jamie Wise, and Jim Ellsworth. It's not cool to be on appropriations during the last 30 days for sure, and you folks were real troopers and professionals and class acts. I want to thank you all for your dedication and effort. I also want to remind everybody, because we get tied up in a lot of stuff, essentially, the Homeland bill is the Coast Guard, FEMA, TSA, Secret Service, Border Patrol, and ICE. Now, there's other parts in there, but that's the majority of what you're talking about when you go, well, Homeland, what's that? That's the agencies that take up the lion's share of this sort of stuff. As the chairman, we'd like to basically think that what we produced, having those meetings, talking across the aisle and with our staffs, what we produced is a bedrock model for going forward and getting us out of the continuing resolution rut. Continuing resolutions lock us into spending levels that are both outdated and have not evolved, like, frankly, the positions on both sides. So, the fiscal year 2026 Homeland bill under consideration today furthers this administration's goals of undoing the damage caused by the previous administration, starting with the border. This funds the president's priorities, codifies reductions and efficiencies, and operationalizes border security and immigration enforcement investments in the reconciliation process. I also want to note that we have, let's start with ICE. And I know people have lamented that, boy, you know, we didn't really get everything we wanted and all that stuff. It's like, guess what? There's something that we should both be celebrating here today, and it's about ICE. Because the last administration wasn't real big on ICE, kind of maybe hoped they didn't exist or whatever, one of the things that didn't happen with respect to ICE, like all other law enforcement agencies around, was the use and implementation of body cameras. So you don't have to rely on somebody happen to have their cell phone and have a good angle, whether they're accusing or defending themselves for whatever they did. This bill funds body cameras for ICE personnel so that we can have first person, if you will, access to what people really think was done. You like a pay raise for the Coast Guard? This bill does that. You like more infrastructure for the Coast Guard? This bill does that. You like grants for first responders and for nonprofit religious worship institutions? This bill does that. The foundation is undeniable. So, as the tax on houses of worship have increased over the last few years, we're providing more money for that. Finally, we ensure that CISA, the agency that's charged with protecting our critical infrastructure like power and water, have the resources required to prevent attacks from nation-state adversaries like China and Russia. Simply put, this bill ensures that the men and women of the Department of Homeland Security who work tirelessly to keep America safe have the resources and tools they need to protect this great nation. I ask my colleagues to continue to support the bill, and I yield back the balance of my time.